The Batman Arkham Trilogy is arguably some of the best superhero games of all time, and now we finally have them on the Nintendo Switch. The collection includes all 3 games from the Batman Arkham series. Keep in mind, 2 of these games are from the PlayStation 3 days, with the third, Arkham Knight, being a PS4 game. All 3 games do target 30 FPS on Nintendo Switch, and all of them do struggle to run on the Nintendo Switch. The first game, Arkham Asylum, isn't too bad. It runs at a solid 30 FPS for the most part. I mean, the game's not too demanding and it's not an open world like the second and third game. Arkham City and especially Arkham Knight performs horribly on Nintendo Switch. I've seen Arkham Knight running at less than 20 FPS when you're riding around in the Batmobile. Seeing how the Switch struggles and gets pushed to its limits here, I suspect the battery life to be pretty bad. How bad? Let's find out. I'm going to be testing all 3 games on the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now, I didn't repeat the test on the Switch Lite or the standard console, but I do have a fairly good understanding of how long they should last based on the OLED results. So at the end of the video, I'll provide an estimate of the battery life on those 2 consoles as well. The 3 OLED consoles here are on medium settings, brightness at medium, sound at medium, and I am connected to Nintendo Online. With the battery at 100%, let's get started. After 1 hour, Arkham Asylum is at 82%, Arkham City is at 77%, and Arkham Knight is at 79%. Going all the way to 3 hours now, and Arkham Asylum has 47%, City has 28%, and Arkham Knight has 29% battery. Both Arkham City and Arkham Knight are getting really low at 4 hours. City has 3%, while Arkham Knight has only 1% battery. Batman Arkham Knight on the Switch OLED powered off at 4 hours and 18 minutes. Batman Arkham City wasn't too far behind, powering off at 4 hours and 24 minutes. Batman Arkham Asylum is still going at 5 hours with 13%. In fact, it's still going at 6 hours because that 1% just lasts a long time. Batman Arkham Asylum on Nintendo Switch OLED powered off at 6 hours and 1 minute. Here's a summary of all 3 games on the Switch OLED, and here's how the 3 Batman games compare to other games on the Switch OLED. Everything is at the same medium settings. Batman Arkham Knight now holds the title for the worst battery life, and Arkham City isn't too far behind. So as expected, those 2 games won't give you that much playtime. Now, the first game in the series, Batman Arkham Asylum, isn't too bad and actually has one of the best battery lives of any game. Now, I did say I'll give some estimates on the Switch Lite and the standard console. I of course did not test them, but from my hundreds of battery tests that I did on the Switch, I kind of know what to expect based on the Switch OLED results. Batman Arkham Asylum should last about 4 hours on the Switch Lite and at least 5 hours on the standard version 2 console. Batman Arkham City and Arkham Knight should last about 3 hours on the Switch Lite and about 3.5 hours, maybe 3 hours and 45 minutes on the standard version 2 console. So that's really it, the battery life of Batman Arkham Trilogy on Nintendo Switch.